Well, the 1987 $1 Million Super Derby 8 from Louisiana Downs is being brought to you by Travel Lodge. For the best value in lodging, it's Travel Lodge. By the DeBartolo Corporation, building today for the next century. Calumet Farm, the new era begins. By the Breeders' Cup, the championship of thoroughbred racing. And by the Thoroughbred Racing Associations, assuring the highest racing standards, Louisiana Downs is the TRA member track. There's the activity in the walking ring here for Super Derby 8. As the event is drawing near, you take a look at, there he is, the big horse, number 2, Ali Sheba, owned by Dorothy and Pam Scarborough, trained by Jack Van Berg. Chris McCarron is up as they get ready to head to the racetrack. Now let's toss the ball literally over to Dave Johnson in that walking ring. Dave?
Well, I know you NFL fans are suffering a little withdrawal this Sunday afternoon, so let's take a look at the $1 million horse race we have from Louisiana Downs, the Super Derby, from a football perspective. Here's our starting lineup, what we call our post-parade. And it's number 1, Candy's Gold, a Walter Payton type who has versatility. He's good short or the long runs, the long gainers. He won a Grade 2. It was the silver screen at Hollywood Park in July, and second to Temperate Still in the Swamps. And the quarterback, or the rider in this case, is Gary Stevens, the Joe Montana of our set, a West Coast playmaker who can get the job done without a point spread or a head start. Now let's take a look at the big horse. Number 2 in our post parade, it is Ali Sheba, and that little K in the gavel in the right-hand corner means that this horse was sold at Keeneland. This horse sold for $500,000 in July of 1985. Ali Sheba has the lankiness of a halfback, but the determination of an entire defensive line, fighting his way through any obstacle, as you saw in the Kentucky Derby. Big race for him this afternoon. He's only won 2 this year, the Kentucky Derby and the Preakness. And Chris McCarron, a Joe Namath-type superstar whose comeback this year was as spectacular as the Jets in '69. An excellent quarterback who can call the offensive play while figuring out the defense, but he better be looking for that blitz at the wire. And number 3 is Mom's Ferrari, an $11,000 Keeneland sale in September of '85, who's coming off the bench to try and play with the A-team. He had a penalty flag thrown at him last time out in the Canterbury Cup. He was disqualified and placed 3rd, but he's like the Giants. He hasn't won this year, but he's trying. Richard Atkins, like a backup quarterback, talented, able. He's paid his dues. He's looking for a shot at the top. This would be the biggest win of his career. Number 4 is Parochial, sold for $22,500 at Keeneland in September of '85, and he's the kind of an individual who wins the game with a kickoff return. He doesn't figure to be prominent, but he can. With the right moves, the right cuts, boom, touchdown. The jockey is Herb McCauley, a John Elway type of professional who's eligible to pull off the big play and upset the line makers. This horse is trained by Bobby Laceris, by the way, who really has a high percentage of win, great attention to detail. Number 5 is Fortunate Moment, another fullback type who has the speed. Red-shirted at 2, a win over this track last out. He's 7 for 8 this year, and the pilot for Fortunate Moment is Early Fires, a Billy Kilmer-type athlete, steady and always punching. There's Early Fires, who's riding the number 5 horse, Fortunate Moment. Number 6 is Temperate Still, a running back, just like O.J. Simpson. Speed to burn. He'd be happy out there all alone. He caught an off-track in the Travers, which he didn't like, and finished 8th. Before that was a wire-to-wire winner in the Swaps. And aboard is the master, Bill Shoemaker, the Johnny Unitas veteran, always there, rarely having a bad game, this incredible 56-year-old athlete. And Perdition Sun is number 7. The local home favorite. He has the home field advantage. Word here is speed, like Eric Dickerson. He's going to run with the ball as fast as he can, as long as he can, and hope that he won't get caught before the finish line. He's tough, 3 for 4 this year against easier company. And the jockey is Ronald Ardwan, who has 26 straight racing days with at least 1 winner each day, an all-time record setter here in the mold of Terry Bradshaw. We want to thank the Daily Racing Form for all the stats we're using. And here's number 8, Wayne's Crane, coming off the injured reserve list. Coming back from an injury, it was a chipped knee after the Jim Beam, trying to prove that he belongs with this company. And the jockey is Donnie Howard, quiet Phil Simms type, who gets the job done not much emotion, win, lose, or draw. But, of course, Donnie's never won a $1 million race before. So that is our post-parade, and what a good race we have in store. Chris?
Dave, I think you're ready to be an NFL analyst. I hope you football fans got a little bit of a fix there for the weekend. Get ready, though, to see some real speed and excitement. Thoroughbred racing at its best. Super Derby 8 coming up next.